What's going on? How we doing, guys? We are here today with Mahogany 4 on Indie Interviews. What's going on? How we doing, guys? How we feeling?
Fantastic.
That's what's up. We got Lofty.
What's up?
We got AB. We got Part of God. And we got Ronnie.
What's happening?
I didn't screw that up, did I?
No, you good, man. You good. It's Dijon, though. Ronnie Dijon. It's all good.
Ronnie Dijon.
Yeah. It's all good.
Anyhow, we are here with Mahogany 4. How's your guys' day been? What's been up?
It's been hot.
Today.
Oh,
gosh. Yeah.
I just got done spending it with the love of my life. Shout out to
Oh, man.
Shout out to Taylor Ashley Johnson.
Hey.
Oh, that was cute. That was cute. Shout out Future Boo. I see you, girl.
Future
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So it's been hot.
Yes.
True.
Well, that's what you guys are. You guys are hot.
Yeah.
Because that's your music right there. That's the definition of your music. These guys are hot. They coming straight out of Phoenix, Arizona. So you already know. It's literally in their name.
Yes.
That said, tell me, guys, what is the most interesting thing about you as a group
Man.
or as individuals?
Man. Shall I answer?
You go first. You go
The
first.
most interesting thing about us, and I think the premise of who we are 4 black artists, right? We're 4 black artists. We're coming together and we're making one sound. You know, one band, one sound. And, you know, I always talk about, like, Kendrick Lamar and Element. You know, he always said this difference between black artists and whack artists. And it's like, we're the black artists. And, you know, like, I feel like black people, we created a lot of music. Like, we created rock, we created jazz, we even created country. People don't want to give us credit for that. We created country. And we created a lot of genres around the world. And we're just bringing it back in the modern day era. We're not just limited to rap. We do everything. And we're going to show people that 4 shades of brown can come together and make genre bending music again, genre creating music.
Facts.
Yeah, that was good.
So Rain Rain, that's just one song. That's just to get us out there. But we're going to hit y'all with we got the country hit coming on. We got the next, we got the pop one coming on. You know, we got a little Spanish songs in the back. You know,
Yeah, we got.
we got some rock songs.
we got a little songs.
Oh yeah, definitely some rock joints.
So-
I've been messing with the raspy side.
Exactly.
You know what? I think what makes us different is like we're not like, well, me personally, I don't know. I feel like we all have different things about us that like kind of inspires another one, and we're not scared to try different things, even if it fails.
Sure.
It's a lesson out of that.
Yeah.
So I feel like having people that aren't scared to fail makes us strong because there's so many variables, you know. So
Absolutely.
I think that's one of theirs. What makes us different?
I agree with both of y'all. We're not in a box, you know. Like even though we gave y'all Ring Ring, it's like don't just think that that's our sound.
Yeah.
You know, because we're always gonna switch it up. You know, just naturally. That's just us. You know?
We'll have some bangers. We'll have some chill tracks.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll keep it diverse like the group itself.
Exactly.
I like that.
We'll make some songs for the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Might make a song about Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might make, about Allah. You know what I'm saying?
Part of God. You
Word
know?
of God.
Yeah. That's funny. I feel like what makes us different is like we're 4 different unique body of work. Like we all come from 4 different places. Well, you know, Virginia, California, Texas, and you know we just all came together and just made one sound. And it's like we don't have a ceiling. It's like we just create whatever we hear. If we like it, we gonna make it. She can hum some shit out. She can beatbox it. He can rap, out sing or whatever, but it's still like we gonna create something. It don't even matter as long as they got some type of sound we fucking with.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I like that. I like that. So how did you guys come together? What's the story there? What brought you guys together?
Do you want to like, and then how we like?
Okay.
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 You wanna-
Started out.
So I met her at the hip hop festival, Respect the Underground Hip Hop Festival. I think it was 2 years ago.
I think, or was it 3? Maybe
I think
it
it
was
was
2.
was 2015.
I don't remember
It
the.
was the same one we seen y'all
No,
together.
it was the other one.
Oh,
That was the one we
Yeah.
see you guys there.
okay.
So I met her, and this is the time I was making my. We was actually just locked in. We was just working on each other's projects. I dropped my project, and then she dropped her project, and then
We went to the next Arizona hip hop festival, like after party thing. Did we even go to the actual thing? I think we did, but we weren't performing in it.
no,
time.
we
Yeah.
performing none of them. Yeah,
We performed at the first one because I was painting, and then
I didn't perform.
oh,
Yeah, I was just there.
this whole time I thought you was on stage.
No, I was just peeping game, and like that's the backstory how we met. But I mean, I can tell them, you know, they can tell their story, and then I'll bring it all together. Like, so,
Most definitely. Let's hear it.
Well, should we tell us how we met?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And then
Okay.
so I can bring that together.
Yeah.
So
Then
basically, I went to high school, Bayside High School in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I met a friend. Her name was Connie. Well, her rapper name is Fluency, and you know, I got real cool with Fluency. Actually, the funny thing about how I met
Shout out
Fluency.
Fluency.
Shout out Fluency. Yeah, FLU3NC33. That's how you pronounce it. That's how you do it. Yeah. So basically, funny thing about Fluency is that I was actually dating this girl at the time. Her name was Lyric. Shout out to you, Lyric. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I was dating Lyric. I was sitting with her, and then this short, stubby ass. I don't even know. This girl just want to come up, and she was just dogging on my. She was trying to steal my girl from me. Basically, she stole my girl from me, and it was Fluency. And I was like, dang man. But the cool thing about it is that the girl showed Fluency my music, which then I got cool with Fluency.
That was nice.
And then after that, in 10th grade, I started hanging out with her more. And then I met AB through Fluency.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, we got cool. So I met her when I was like 16, essentially. Yeah. Fucking around with these hoes. Mess around with hoes
Life.
somewhere in
Oh
life.
man.
So
That's good. It was
That
a
was
good
beneficial.
comeback.
yeah,
Look at y'all now.
that was a beneficial hoe.
Yeah.
Mess with hoes could be
Next
a
song,
good
beneficial.
solution.
Me and Fluency were cool afterwards though.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's a
That
whole
matters.
other story.
All love.
Yeah, it's all love though.
So then,
Yeah. And then after that,
So that's two of you on each side together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So then from there, they had Create 18. They had like this music production meeting or whatever, and I pulled up solo, and that was the first time I met them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was nothing like I was like, oh yeah, whatever, y'all cool.
Yeah.
You
He was
know,
alright.
everything was just surface. It wasn't too serious.
Got you.
And then I seen him at Julius King's. He had a
Shout out Julius
shout
King.
out Julius
Go
King.
listen to L's if you haven't.
And he was shooting a video. I don't remember what song it was because he trashed it and then he redid it or some shit like that. So I don't remember what video it was.
still hot after that.
And we saw them again, and I was just like, yo, like
Yeah.
I'm solo again. They there. I'm like, yo, let's fucking link or something because I'm always seeing you guys everywhere.
Yeah. Kept seeing you.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Meant to
we
be.
gotta get
Hold
up.
on.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
What day was that when I met
Both
y'all?
Arizona Hip Hop
The next,
Fest 2016.
Okay,
Yeah.
so those were before
This
then?
was before that.
Okay.
Yeah, this was before that. And
Oh.
then, damn, I didn't even remember we met at the hip hop festival.
Yeah, we did.
We all linked up
That's
there.
where I met both of y'all together. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were in the showcase.
Yeah.
And
I saw y'all at the
that
party.
Yeah,
But-
we're talking about
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then
That was like 2016.
yeah, and then we went to the this was like some Thanksgiving party or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember walking in there with you, and then we were in like this room, and it was so crowded. It was like this bed on the floor, but it was tight though because
Yeah.
everybody was like lined up, you know, making beats. Oh boy, he was just playing some stuff off his
It's NBC.
Yeah.
his NBC. Yeah, and then everybody was just freestyling, and I remember like you guys were like freestyling and stuff. Like everybody was just vibing, and I think that's when like I truly connected with y'all. It's
Yeah.
like y'all got some good stuff because I think y'all were playing your stuff too,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then we're just like freestyling and stuff. It's like we should
No.
work.
I remember seeing you just laid up on the couch, just like, what's up? I was like, who's this girl? Like, I want to talk to her. And then,
Yeah.
And you just cut your hair too. You were bald.
yeah.
Yeah, I had dreads before, and then I was
yeah.
bald, like fresh
Yeah.
bald
Bald.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a
Yeah.
kufi
That's
on.
wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was. We had everybody in different states at one point,
Yeah.
and then some people ended up in the same states, met. So Ronnie, it sounds like you and Lofty met, and then AB and Part of God kind of met, and then y'all kind of came together. So the twos came together to make
Yeah.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy,
And that's
girl,
how we
boy,
got
girl.
the
It was
Mahogany
like-
4.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's what attracted me to y'all. It was just like, oh, it's a boy and a girl together.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't even see that. That's facts right there. It's
Yeah.
balanced.
Yeah, it
Pretty
was.
much.
Yep.
I like that. Y'all like a family, brothers and sisters.
Oh,
That's
sure.
real.
Is that how it be?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
That's definitely what it is.
I stay roasting him.
I need
It's
to
just
get
like
my nerves, bro.
I don't know how not to
It's
roast him.
like none of
It's
y'all
just like
niggas.
Yeah.
it's hard not looking at him and roasting your ass, boy.
She bringing a lot of
Well.
ice to our house.
Yeah.
Do what I can.
No.
Yeah. And then from there, like we used to always go to their crib,
Mm-hmm.
and we would just do just random spur of the moment making tracks.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
And then it was one day Jordan just came up with a name.
Yeah.
On some play.
On some
Tell
yeah.
us.
We the Mahogany 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was four. We was like maybe just four
Yeah.
black smart people. Mahogany 4.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, like we didn't fuck with it at first.
No.
Hell
No?
no.
Yeah, it was
No.
like a
No.
joke
No.
because it was like almost like
Maroon
Maroon
5.
5.
Yeah.
And we were like, we just
I see where you're coming from with that.
You know what I'm saying?
that
It-
is how it started.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on, that kind of got a ring to it.
Right.
I was the only one like truly like messing with it. I feel like everybody's like, hold on, let's try something else. I'm like,
Yeah.
this has a
We
story.
were like, what about the four Mahoganies? What about
The
black
four
four?
Mahoganies.
What about four niggas?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. We just, yeah. And it wasn't until like the first show really unified,
Yeah.
that we really was just like, okay, Mahogany 4, is that us? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, it was before that.
Well, we had a group
It was
chat on
before
Instagram,
that.
and we
Before?
just called us Mahogany.
Yeah, before
that.
Unified.
It was way before Unified.
Oh.
'Cause-
Well, that's publicly.
Oh yeah, that was public. Yeah, that was public.
Mahogany
Yeah,
4, yeah.
that was a public one. Where it's
Because
like,
I remember texting Jeremiah. It was just like, y'all want to go as Mahogany 4? Or
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go-
Yeah, he wanted us to go as Maholan 4.
Yeah, they
niggas,
mixed our
bro.
name.
Man,
I don't know how to
we
spell
almost went
Mahogany.
Maholan 4.
Yeah. And I was like, y'all want to change it to Mahogany 4? What's up?
We almost
like,
went as
nah.
Ronnie, Dejan, and AB part of God. Just want to be alone.
And just the lofty bits.
The Lofty
Yeah.
Lofty and Friends.
No, that's wild. That's wild though. That's it. So it was kind of an on the spot sort of name then, and then it was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, and then it was like, yeah, we
Yeah.
Mahogany 4.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
I like that. I think it's a great fit for you guys too, though. I also think it's pretty unique. Yeah, it has a little bit of Maroon 5 ring to it, but
Yeah.
you guys put your own twist on it,
Yeah.
which is what makes it special. So talk to me a little bit about making music together. So you all started hanging out. Was it at your house then, AB? Is kind of where the HQ
Yeah,
ended up
both
being?
of us, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so y'all kind of started hanging out at each other's houses, and what were you doing? Just making music there by yourselves, or did you start making music together, or
Ooh, collabing.
you were collabing?
Yeah, making,
Yeah.
everybody
It was
was
beats.
making beats.
Yeah.
But everybody was
First.
making different sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't the one unified sound that we hear today.
Mm.
Everybody was hanging out, collabing, making their own sounds, maybe getting a twist of somebody else's
To be
sound on their
honest,
track.
there was a time where like we had trouble collaborating because we were just on different vibes at a certain point. There was like, Ronnie was on his vibe with his album, and then we were on our vibe, and it's like it took a minute for us to really lock in,
Sure.
like how can we fuse these sounds together? So it took me opening it up to him. It took us, him opening up to us, and same thing with Lofty. It kind of worked because we were just weird.
Yeah, I'm like, what you got that's really
Yeah.
weird?
she's-
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like a challenge, man.
So,
Yeah.
definitely when we all locked in, it was cool. Like I think it was when it comes to locking, it's more of like an emotional.
Sure.
Like, I gotta care about the person. Because when it comes to beats, it's like I can sell my beats. That's how I feel about my music. I can sell it. It's worth money. It's worth
Right.
my time. It's like if I give out to my beats, I don't know the person. I can't trust the person.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard. But once I seen what Ronnie really could do, I felt more like trusting of him. Like when he had his opening show for My Love for Roses at Club Red.
Oh yeah.
It was like once I saw him on stage, I saw his presence, saw how he moved the crowd. I was like, I really trusted him. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I can give him my good shit and
Yeah,
not feel like
that's
I'm losing something.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all did start giving us good shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember like we was like trying to like do songs on them and
Yeah.
stuff. Some of them was too good. I was like, damn, this just got to be an instrumental in this bitch. I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I love like how much like how deep the beats that you guys make, like it has a story of its own self that like literally sometimes I'm like, this sounds like this, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it like helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And for a long time, Jordan would not rap or sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
didn't rap.
would just be watching us freestyle.
He used to play around, like really just freestyle
Yeah.
and just say random stuff, and it's like I would hear him just like
Like why don't you get
record.
chords?
Yeah.
I didn't
Literally.
rap.
I got you.
I didn't
I
rap. I
got
didn't rap till last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
That's
seriously, I got into making music by rapping, but after that,
Mhm.
I like the behind the scenes of it
Right.
more, just making beats.
Mm.
And I was like, nah, let me try it because I see him doing it. He was rapping, producing, singing, doing shows, doing music. I was like, you know what? Now I really want to try it out.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
It
Most
took me
definitely.
being around them to really influence me to do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it sounds like what I'm hearing you guys say is, it was really just when you started working together as one unit, if you will. It happened after you guys really became close with an emotional bond. Then
Yeah.
is when that
Yeah.
started. So it's okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're doing our own thing. We're doing our own thing. Oh, now we're kind of close. Like now we're trusting each other. Now we like collabing as a unit. So that sounds kind of like is that accurate then?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much how it happened.
It's hard to work with people that you don't care about or you don't really know. It's
Gotcha.
hard because it's like that
Yeah.
anxiety of like, am I giving them the right,
Right.
stuff or
Same.
just,
You're not on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
And I feel like with like certain people too, like okay, say somebody that loves me gives me advice. I know it's coming out of like good standing, like they mean goodness from me. So like I feel having that, like knowing it's coming out of love and it's like no like backlash really. I feel more so than like, so that helps too. It's like, oh, this is out of love, I should probably do this. Like I remember Ronnie used to tell me when I did like my first project, like stop sounding like you reading off the paper, because I've been doing like songs for maybe like 2 years, something like that. So I don't know, I feel like I've learned a lot from like each one of y'all, you know. But one that stands out is like sound like you're reading and like give it like emotion and like that really had like keeping that in mind with myself every time I'm like recording is like, oh my goodness, everything I think about now.
Most
Like I
definitely.
need personality. This needs more like say a little bit like you know, it like really.
Yep.
So I like that we can do that. I feel like
Yeah.
I can do that with just some random people.
And the effort won't be there. So I work with people and I'm just like, yeah, nigga, go.
Yeah.
I just be, I can't wait till they're finished.
Yeah.
Cause I'm just bored with this, and
Yeah.
I don't know how serious you're taking this, but you know I don't want to waste my time. But yeah, it sounds good. I'll be lying like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna.
I think someone gets on that hard beat and they just trashed it. They're like, yo man, how you feel, man? I'm about to make a music video too. How you feel? I'm like, I don't know, bro.
Shut up.
Let's sit with it real quick. Let's sit with it.
Sleep on it. Sleep on
But
it.
it's like when it comes
Yep.
to these two, it's like, okay, whatever y'all want to do, let's go.
Yeah.
Trust y'all.
Gotcha.
Definitely trust this group.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's super important, especially in a group. Like you're not a huge group, like a full 8-piece band, but you're not necessarily a small group either. You're not a duo. You're one number above Migos. So y'all gotta have trust with each other.
True.
And I think that's evidently clear that you do because your music represents that. Like you're not afraid to try shit, and that's special. So talk to me a little bit though about how you guys developed your sound and how you defined your sound and how it became the sound that we know today.
I feel like they're separate journeys, and then they come into one with like how we like operate around those. Like yeah, like different journeys of like how I've got my sound, but like working with them, like certain things I like pick up, you know, that like make my sound a little different. So I don't know. Yeah. What do y'all got to say about it?
I think we're still defining it, or we're still
Exactly.
experimenting with it.
Sound's never defined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
That's
sure.
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you define yourself, it's like then you start trying to.
You in a cage.
Damn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you gotta hit that sound every time. That's why I feel like a lot of artists are like suffering with right now. It's like they're just trying to hit the sound, or they're trying to define their sound. And it's like, I think it's in a way they're trying to be authentic, and it's like, yo, you can be authentic in one thing, but not everybody takes that. And it's like,
Yeah.
you know.
Make what you want to hear.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That is real.
You know.
It's trial and error, man. That's all it is.
Literally.
Make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Just make sounds. Like, that's it, really. So.
It's trial and error. So I'm assuming that was a big part for you guys in defining your and once again not defining your sound, but I mean your sound is familiar right now, and I'm sure it will evolve. But in getting to the sound that you have now, I'm sure there was a lot of trial and error. How much trial and error was there? Was it a little bit or was it a lot?
Still a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make that hit. Sometimes you make it and it's just like, yo, this sounds good. Like I know with like my album, when I worked with them, it's like I only recorded a few songs, but those few songs just worked, and I was like, okay, I can arrange it now. It sounds good. But then, Ronnie has a different process where it's like, damn, we going through 50 songs. I was like, bitch, I like all these songs, man. It's like, he was like, nah, man, we only gonna use like 15 of them. I was like, how?
Sure.
So, people go through different processes.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
For sure.
And I also feel like you don't try to like make stuff for the album. You don't try to make stuff for the, you just make
in the
you
moment.
just make stuff. And then you just be like, you go back to it and be like, that sounded good. Like we made Ring Ring. We made a whole bunch of other tracks. I think we got better tracks. No, just not to shit on that track, but it's like we got tracks. You know what I mean? And it's like we just went back to that one. It's like that's a good one. That represents us. That feels good. Put it out. And then we got more shit coming. And yeah, definitely. There's a lot of trial and error.
Always.
There's a lot.
Or even like if there's like a trial and it was successful, you still can like, all right, how can I better it?
Yeah.
So like necessarily you're not failing, but there's always like lessons. That's art in general with like anything. If you just keep like pulling little things that you did and just finding another way to do it, you're growing and you're becoming a better artist.
I like that.
I keep that in mind on everything I do. I'm like, okay, I did that, but like, what would be cooler if I just did like this? You know what I'm saying? And then you test it and you're like, oh shit, that works. So that's kind of like my process to be like, what the fuck haven't I did? Or like, what's some things I learned from previous things I did that I like that work? And like how to use it. And like, I don't know. I just really try to like mess with different things. Yeah.
Experiment.
Yeah.
Experiment. Create. Go back. Pick what worked.
The best stuff be mistakes, in my opinion. The best stuff be mistakes. I mean, some beats where I accidentally loaded the wrong sound, or I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
True.
And that's what happened. You accidentally played the reverse, or you put reverse in the sample, but just stuff like that.
Simple stuff.
Yeah.
Simple stuff. Got you. Let's talk a little bit more about Mahogany 4 as a group. Let's kind of talk a little bit about the history. Let's talk a little bit about your struggles and kind of how you overcame any struggles that you might have had and how you've gotten to where you're at now.
Struggles.
Yep. Struggles. How you feel?
Yeah.
Oh, what question you want to ask us? Like, But you want to just know like struggles in general?
Yeah,
As
no.
Yeah,
Let's talk about. Well,
Yeah,
it could be personal, it could be as a group, but I think that
nigga, I'm broke. That's the struggle.
that's always a struggle.
I'm broke.
Unless you're okay with being broke, do not become an artist.
Yeah, it's hard out here in these streets.
I'm broke.
No, but I think there's plenty of groups of artists out there. I think there's plenty of solo artists out there who go through struggles. You're gonna go through struggles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As an artist,
For
there's no way you're gonna, unless maybe you're Lil Yachty. There's no way you're gonna drop a track and wake up the next morning and your life's gonna change. There's a lot of struggle that goes along with art. So I wanna maybe give you guys a chance to talk about those struggles and talk about how you overcame them, so that artists who are going through similar struggles have some advice.
I just got like a general struggle just with all of us. Just the struggle of being different in the world for the trendiness. Like everybody's just bandwagoning. So just me as a producer, it's like I really don't strive to make anything that's on the radio.
Yeah.
Like I just make whatever feels right to me. And that's how I know everybody else is like that too. But I feel like everybody can relate to being different. We're all a bunch of different people, just like struggling to make what we want to make and put out into the world and getting people to listen.
Yeah.
That'd be the struggle.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because they want the hot stuff that's just gonna go
Yeah.
away, next week.
Literally.
Like we want to make classics, and
Want it to
futuristics
stick.
stuff.
Yeah.
How
How have you started to overcome that, or how have you overcome that?
Just keep doing what I love doing.
Keep
Keep making
it
the
going.
sounds that
And then
people,
they'll
there's
catch.
people
And
out
find
there,
people who vibe with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like y'all.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That is a struggle.
That is
That's
such
a big
a
Nigga,
struggle.
I put 3 minutes of my life on this track. You gonna skip this shit?
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
You just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go give it to somebody else who appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like big time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Struggle.
I think one struggle is defining the goal of like what you want. Like defining the goal of the group. That can be a struggle too.
yeah.
And getting all the minds to agree on what to do. Because you gotta think about it. It's like we are 4 collectives of people that came together.
That
so.
are very
For
different.
individual.
Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Ronnie got on his way, I got on my way, AB got on her way, and then Lofty got on her way. And it's like we all gotta learn how to combine our ways to figure out how to make it better. It's like sometimes it's like people think it's like, okay, now we're a group, so let's do it the mainstream way. Let's we all do it like this, we all do it like now we gotta make the hit, now we got and it's like it's like sometimes it's defining the goal. It's like what's the goal of what we trying to do? I know my goal is like what I see the group doing is just making dope music. And of course it has to be pushed out there, but definitely in an authentic way. That people are gonna love it, people are gonna see it, people are gonna vibe with it. I don't want it to be here and there, but also it's like I don't want to push it in front of people's face. I don't want I don't want to push it in front of people's faces. Like if they don't want to listen to it, you ain't gotta listen to it.
Exactly.
You know?
Saturation. Yeah.
I guess my struggle is like, okay, like what you're saying, like you don't want to push into people's faces, but at the same time, it's like, damn, I gotta show you it because you probably didn't see it last time I posted it.
That's right.
So I'm like, I guess coming up with creative ideas to like promote it, but like it's genuine.
Having people
So
want
yeah,
It's not sell. Hey, yo, I dropped this track. Check it out.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, I dropped this track. You want to check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, check
So
it out.
that's a struggle.
Yeah.
It's like getting people to listen to it without like doing it that way. Cause I don't like when that's done to me. Like, can you be like nice and
Drop a link in your DM.
make me,
Yeah. Damn, nigga, you gonna see how I'm doing it?
Exactly.
Hello, what's up?
haven't talked to you on yours.
It's like the boy standing out front of the pizza joint, handing out the flyers that you'd want to take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
Pretty
get out
much.
my face, dog. Like,
So that's the struggle, trying to promote the stuff right and like find like different ways to like be seen and heard.
Being known, like figuring out what you want to be known for. It's like Ring Ring's an amazing track, and one thing about Ring Ring, and I'll be honest with it, yeah, it does have some of the sounds that are happening today in modern. Yeah, it does. Does it have the 808 a little bit? Yeah. Does it have the tempo? Yeah. Does it have the Ring Ring? It's different. It's different. It's different. It's definitely different. And that's what it's like. I'm cool with what's happening today. Like I'm not gonna be an old head nigga and be like, oh, it's all trash and it's all this. It's like no. It's like if you don't move with what's happening now, you are gonna get washed away. You are gonna be obsolete.
Facts.
But if you don't think above it, then you're going to stick right here.
Right.
Just stay in the
You know?
the present.
I like that.
So it's like I just feel as though it's like I want to show people that we do like we are some forward-thinking, crazy geniuses. Like we're almost insane. I feel insane when I'm in the booth. I feel insane when I express myself.
Sometimes, yeah.
man.
I have to ask people like, yo, am I okay? Like, should I get checked out? Like, that's really how I feel sometimes.
Ronnie got me crying on tracks of like, I like how he gets so emotional.
Yeah.
I was like, on his last track, I had to. You gotta pull it out because
Ronnie
you
has
want
some of the
people to
most emotional
relate
songs.
to
Right.
certain things. So I don't know. It's a beautiful thing to like take it there and like, damn, I took it there and I captured this moment. So even when I like freaking, I don't know, have kids or something, I don't know what happens with that. But I got something to show. It's like, damn, I'm your mama. This is my beautiful music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was 23 years old, child. You know?
African children, some tiny homes.
No, like for real, like it's a moment like that you can like say like, hey, I got my heart broken.
Yeah.
This is what it what it felt like to me, and like
Sure.
share it.
Leaving a legacy.
Crazy thing about it, people gonna relate to that shit.
Yeah, because
That's
it's
why
going through it all the time.
everybody else is going through it. That's why it's like when I do it, I'm either gonna enhance that shit, but it's therapy. And once you release it, you're like, damn, I feel good. Like,
Yeah.
Right?
I don't even feel bad.
You're either all in or not in at all.
Yeah. And then you get people hitting you in your DMs like, yo, like that song you wrote, it helped me. And you was just like,
Yeah.
damn, that made me feel good. I would have never thought somebody would hit me up and told me this before. And it's that one person, it just changed your whole day, your whole perspective on the music. You're like, dog, okay, I gotta keep doing it for people like you now.
I say one struggle that a lot of artists I feel like is gonna deal with is that once you've done what works, how to follow it up.
Mm.
Like once you figured it out, like dang, they like it how we do it like this, or and it's like you can do it again. You don't know if you should do it again, or you don't know if you should do something different.
That's like some Fetty Wap stuff right
Yeah.
there, because he figured it out. He had it. He had a couple back-to-back hits, and then he just kind of.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't hear nothing from Fetty Wap no more.
He dropped a new album recently.
Damn.
Yes.
I didn't even see it. I didn't even know that.
He got them
I think it's called Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Alright, check that
He was
out.
on Tekashi 6ix9ine track.
That song was good.
Niggas is, I'm been sleeping on Fetty Wap. That was like 2-3 years ago.
That's the thing, though. Like, that's a struggle following it up. How did he follow that up?
Yeah.
And I think that was a real challenge for him, and it might continue to be a challenge for him. But I have faith he'll figure it out. So shout out Fetty Wap.
Shout out to Fetty.
Fetty.
Shout out New Jersey's in the house. New Jersey in the house. Yeah, my dad from New Jersey. I don't think he's there no more.
Hey.
Most
But I
definitely.
think the struggles that a lot of artists, including myself as well, deal with is sound. Trying to basically mimic what's going on right now. But as I progressed and became aware of the artist I am, it's like I don't even like that shit. I don't like the trap shit like that no more. Like let's break this shit down and try to make our own sound out of this. And it's like I think that's a problem now. Even in Arizona, like I'll be getting bored.
Yeah.
No lie, I'm getting bored about the people listening. I'll be listening like 10 seconds and I just cut it off. I'm like, bro, this sound like everything else I heard already.
That's
Like,
real.
what are you bringing different to the table?
True.
Like,
Another struggle, nigga. That mixing and mastering.
oh
Someone mix and master this.
Oh, man.
I just want to create. Someone mix and master it
for me, you feel me? Yeah.
Hit us up. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, we do that.
Shout out to Hondo.
Shout out to Melodic Factory. You know what I'm saying? He does this. Show him,
Hey.
bro.
Hey, you
Lock
gotta
it.
go close to the camera.
Hold up, where my phone
Okay,
at?
zoom in on this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can try it.
Just start, like a rapper. Just start.
Yeah.
Control yourself.
Yeah.
Control.
Alright, pick it all up.
So it sounds like authenticity then and originality is definitely a real struggle.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit then about what it means to be authentic or original in the music industry today, or even in life.
Hey, man, it means staying true to yourself.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
stay true. That's one of my homegirls. Bree always told me, she's like, stay true. And I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
He's in my soul.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, not her. Just my homegirl Bree in Texas.
Never mind. Take off the
Yeah.
little plug. Scratch that out.
But I feel like once you really know who you are as a person and you solitude and aware, you're gonna be more in tune with what you, the sound that you like and the things that you like. So I feel like it's amazing. Like once you know when an artist is authentic to themselves. You just know like that from a gimmick, like you talked about earlier. So yeah, man, it's beautiful.
Hold on, what was the question again? I think I found it.
Authenticity and originality in life or the music industry today.
Okay, that's a question. So, I think being authentic to me is, I don't know. I really just like I just am me. It's just like hard not to fucking be me.
Yeah.
So it's just like I find something I like it. I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna find a way to make that shit tight, and they be like, "Damn, she wearing them granny shoes. Them hoes slap." I know, it's me. You know, I find something interesting in like different things. I just wish more people would like just go with how they feel, cause like that's
Experiment.
really important. Like of growth in anything. I just love to like I'm here and then I'm like, oh, there. It's like, and it just like keeps going.
What's next?
I don't know. Yeah, it's just like always interests me what else I can come up with. So I don't even know if I answered that question right. But
That's what I learned from you.
don't be scared. Don't be scared, y'all.
Not that shit. What you was just saying.
No, the level thing.
About the levels and just me and you.
Yeah.
I learned that shit.
And
I'm
then
wearing you right now.
true.
Facts.
You right there.
Axe Lofty always got something
You
fresh
feel me?
on.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Bro.
what she told me. I was like, oh shit, okay.
If you find something you like it's just like, damn, I don't know I'm aware of that, but you know you got it for a reason. Or even like, or singing or something like, damn, something about that artist, like, I don't know, the way they like hit and went high or something. That shit kind of weird, but I don't know. I like it. I do this little raspy thing. Wonder if I did a raspy high thing, what would that make? Oh shit, that's flames. Damn. And so you just like figure yourself out. Like it's so many variations in the world with anything. That's why like I do art, I do fashion, like I do everything because we're all humans.
We do it. You
Like-
do it and you do it well.
Yeah, because literally I don't start doing like I might start doing well from like some knowledge or some shit, but I feel like being humans, like we have the same capability to do like all it takes is persistence and fucking dedication and like experimenting and like you can fucking do anything
Preach.
and
That's
like
real.
kill it.
That's
You just
real.
gotta
Okay.
keep challenging yourself.
You know when you're doing something right when niggas around you start stealing from you.
Yeah, no.
Which I've seen a lot of
Exactly.
people steal from a lot of them.
Yeah. It
Should I just say it? Should I just say their name?
No, that's free publicity.
Should I just say their name?
That's free publicity. That's free publicity, bro. No,
And then
No, I don't do that.
that's free
Alright.
publicity.
I don't know.
even know.
Alright.
It's nice to know you fucking got that kind of power. Like
real.
I was once a normal human being. I still am a human being that's normal. I don't fucking know.
Not normal.
I just
But-
am.
I'm just saying, challenge yourself and learn from your challenges.
Yeah.
And then you be like, what the fuck? How am I this way? You know? It's just beautiful. That's what I gotta say about it, original. Yep.
Oh yeah. What they say.
I feel like when it comes to authenticity, it's you have to love yourself 100% beyond music, beyond that. It has to be like something. I don't know, like because I look at artists like, okay, let's say like XXXTentacion, or let's say artists like Kurt Cobain, like they love themselves, but they kill themselves. So it's like, or not kill themselves, not XXX,
Ah,
not XXX, but Kurt Cobain.
They
You know what I'm
mad
saying?
right now.
But like XXX, he lived a very like reckless lifestyle at a certain point.
Yeah.
So it's like, but you can tell that he trusted himself. You can tell that he loved himself to a degree to be a leader. So it's like I feel as though it's like you gotta know the power that you have like on an individual level. You know, you can't like, okay, I'm gonna do music and then like then I'm gonna try. No, it's like you need to know before. Like it's just something that you're ingrained with. So when you know yourself and you trust yourself to a level, then people can see it. Because I feel as though it's like you have people who are like in labels, and it's like we say, well, what's authentic? It's like sometimes it be artists like Lupe Fiasco. I feel one of the most dope artists, but it's like their shit keeps getting filtered by the labels and by the labels. So when it gets to the release, the shit's trash. It's like, what is this shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you trust yourself and you build those people around you that trust you, you can be the most authentic. And authenticity, it's not an arrogance, because you can't be arrogant in this world, especially in the
It's
music
an
industry.
essence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an essence.
Yeah, essence.
Definitely like being humble and like, I don't know, just being humble and like understanding things. Like if somebody has a point of view, like step in their shoes and see like why that may be how they feel.
Empathy.
And like your point of view and see like what that does. And like being able to actually like go around like why people feel this way and like why you feel this way is like understanding. And it just like it helps when you're trying to like create. It's like I know what this person like wants, and like, but then again, it's not about what people want. It's like just kind of understanding. That's all I got. Like understanding
That's
is
a word.
fucking key.
That's a word.
Yeah.
Understanding.
It's just like
Because you need people to get out. You need people to get your music out. You need people to listen to your music. You need people to get your music out. I don't care. People can say, oh, I'm Russ. I do this. I do that. I do this. Russ don't do everything. I'm sorry. And if you do it everything, you might be missing. You might be
You're
slacking on
boxing
an area.
yourself.
You definitely slacking on the area.
You're boxing yourself.
I can't mix and master and make all the beats on my track. Even though I say I do them all, it's like her ear helps it out. If it's her ear on it, the track goes out. If it's his ear on it, the track goes out. If it's her ear on it, the track goes out. Because they helped it out. If it's just my ear, it's gonna sound like trash.
exactly.
It's definitely gonna sound like trash.
Well, I don't say that.
Not all the way trash, but it's not gonna be.
It's not as
gonna-
good.
It as good as
It's
it
not
could
as
be.
good.
Yeah,
As
it
good
could
as
be.
it could
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, different points of views on one thing definitely always helps, but also it can like make it seem what's that called, like confusion. But if you're able to understand why that person's coming from there, you like see the better picture, and then you put that inside of your work,
And that's what that emotional
and that's
connection.
what like really helps it go further.
That's why you need to be working with people you're emotionally connected with. You don't care about the people you're working with. If you're hanging out with him because, he got clout, and you're hanging out with her, I'm working with that girl artist because she got a fatty. I'm working out with him because she got clout. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's just like, you're not making good music. It's all surface level connection. You want surface level music.
Connection, understanding, empathy, all super, super important. How well do you guys understand each other?
Still understand each other.
You still learning. I feel like
Still trying to understand each other.
But definitely knowing, just like putting yourself in their shoes, and then like damn, hold on, actually I was wrong on this type, and like going and reaching out and be like, hey, I see where you was coming from. This is where I was, and I just like want you to know, like that kind of helps, like kind of, like changing your views real quick for a second, or else it'll be like fucking headbutts all the time.
We had a little incident, but like.
You want to talk about it?
I ain't gonna talk about the incident. I'm not gonna go into that, but I'm just gonna say like we had a little incident, and then it was just like she came to me and she talked to me and apologized. She came to me, we apologized to each other, and it was just like
talked it out.
That was understanding though. At the end of the day, it was like if we can settle something like that, then we ain't got nothing really to worry about.
If you can communicate, that's important.
Cause we're friends before like. Anything like it's
Oh,
love and friendship before this music thing. This is something that we do together because we all love to do this shit. But like that's
that was the one the group outdropped the whole thing.
Absolutely family first.
Family first. It's just like I love people, I love music, but it's like if it'll ever get in the way of my friendship with people, I don't care, man. Like I love, as much as I love music, it's like I know that when I die, I don't want to hear the song I made. I want the people around me that I love. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just like, it's like it's only 3 minutes on the song. That was only a beat. I can make 1,000 beats. So it's only some lyrics I can make. But it's like our friendship with what we got, it's like, that means the most to me. You know? So it's like, this music shit will never get in the way of like, how I feel about AB or how I feel about Lofty, how I feel about Ronnie. It's like,
Most definitely.
I don't care, bro.
Most definitely.
You know? You can't have I feel it's one thing you can't be like, it's compromise, and you can't have pride and ego if you care about relationships. You know, that's something I'm learning. Even in my own personal romantic relationship, I'm learning, it's alright to be vulnerable, it's alright to express how you feel, it's alright to, it's alright to, it's alright to consider the other person. Considering the other person is not meaning that you're demeaning yourself.
Let's talk about that for a minute, actually. That's a really interesting point. Vulnerability. How important is that? And how vulnerable are you guys as a group?
Hey, what were you talking about these rappers you talk about bitches and hoes all the time? What were you talking about? What did you say about them?
Wait. Familiarize me.
Because we remember we were talking about rappers and you were like, man, all these rappers talking about bitches and hoes. That shit, you a pussy ass nigga, you talk about that shit. Explain that shit. Because I thought it was a good point.
Yeah. I feel like if you can't be vulnerable and actually talk about what's really going on with you or real shit, then you're fake, and that's pussy to me. Like all the rappers that are like waving guns and money and I fuck all these bitches and I'll run up on you and something.
They're
like
hiding.
That. Yeah, they're hiding. That's all. It's insecurity all out there in front of you. Just be vulnerable. Like
But don't get me wrong. Sometimes you gotta make one of those like ignorant joints.
Like
it sounds Philly, you know what I'm saying? Ignorance.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
We all love that.
I mean, Lil Uzi Vert's there, but Lil Uzi Vert's also way up here because he on some other shit.
Like,
I like Uzi.
vulnerability to me, I like to express. Because sometimes talking face to face to people or something like that is kind of difficult. But like when I'm like doing art or singing on a track or something, I'm like, these hoes ain't here. Killing it, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's my own personal way to like express myself, and then like this is what I did, you know what I'm saying? It's like now it can go like to all these different people without like that personal like thing in front of us. I don't know. I think it's important to like open up and like truly, it's like a journey we're all on.
It could be tough though, I would say. Just letting people see you're vulnerable, or see that you are vulnerable or whatever. But once you do open up and let that guard down, it feels good.
I feel like
It's relieving.
the true strength is in vulnerability.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely is.
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
It's like it's hard for like.
Hard to find words to that
Yeah.
mug sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I know, like one of my challenges that I'm like trying to like go up next level with is like I want to talk more about, I don't know, like some real life stuff that I've been through. It's just like sometimes like writing it out, I'm like, damn, this shit a little corny, but that's my new challenge. So I'm just saying, you know. And then next stuff will be, I don't know, some more people could relate to. I mean, I do relatable stuff now, but definitely besides like love, I like want to talk beyond love. There's like struggles of like why I can't like afford rent, or like, you know, why I doing this and that, you know, real life shit that we
Why
go
you doing
through,
you?
like besides love. So I'm like, I want to talk about those situations, you know, really push myself that way. But yeah,
I can help you out a little bit on that side.
for sure.
I love that shit.
Right, what you think about vulnerability?
I love that shit, bro. That's all
Oh yeah, he do.
I bank on vulnerability. Like when I'm in the studio, I feel like that's one of the times I can be me 1,000%. And like, there's tracks where I like cried on the track, and like you can hear it in my voice, you can hear it like everywhere. But it's just like, for me, it just helps. It helps me out because I feel like I'm crazy sometimes, and it's like once I release that shit, I'm a sensitive ass nigga too, so I gotta get all that sensitive shit out the way, so I can go back to being normal, being me, chilling again. But it helps. It helps. Like it's straight therapy at the end of the day, and it just makes you, know you
Right.
more
Yeah.
because you dug deep for something that you didn't even know you had or you forgot about.
Yeah.
And then you just release it. You just like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
I got that shit off my shoulders. I got this off my chest. And yeah, man, that's one thing for sure. Like it helps. Like even like the stuff we do as a group, I'm saying a whole bunch of vulnerable shit. My own personal stuff, I say a whole bunch of vulnerable shit too. But it's just like
No secrets.
yeah, you
Pretty
feel
much
yeah.
putting yourself on blast all the time. I know I do.
I be snitching on myself.
I'd be like, da da da. Y'all be like, is that one? I'm like, damn, shit. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, you do.
You're right.
She be saying names though.
No, I don't. It was only one time, but y'all ain't gonna catch it.
She be saying names. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo.
catch it. That was the one. Only
Lyrics
one.
of Ring Ring coming out
Right.
soon.
Yeah. You be saying names. I'm like, yo, I don't say names. I be putting little stories in there.
Yeah,
You
but
bold for that.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to like change it to like the other realm of me, of like, you know. But definitely, yeah.
But your audience will notice. Like, oh shit, she changed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know
That's
something.
growing. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
growing.
like, that's what I need to do to like my next little level.
Yeah, you know. Challenge. Yeah, I got you, young boy. If you need some help in that area, I got you.
I already cried on my last one because
On what?
on that what's that one I'm doing? The one where you made the beat with your mom
I
kind of
don't
singing.
want to say.
Yeah. Remember at the end I was like,
No. I gotta hear this shit again. I did not know this. Wait. Okay.
some of
I
like
gotta hear that.
I
Yeah.
can't remember right now, but I was like, bullshit.
You
like,
sensitive though. You saying some bars. Like I was just like, yo, I can relate to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta hear this song.
It's relatable.
That's
You say
important.
Your mom's
That's
on that?
important.
Yeah, my mom's on it too.
That's
Shout out my
important.
moms, cause you be
Hey,
on all my
moms.
projects.
Shout out all
Yes.
moms.
Shout out
Right.
all moms.
Shout out all moms. They'll
Shout out
get
to
us
the little
support.
mamas. The mama Cetus.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Hold up, no, I'm in love. Hold up.
Oh.
Hey.
Tay?
Hey, hey, he be snitching on this stuff.
Mama see this for me.
He don't be doing nothing, Tay.
Yeah. Forgive me. I need all that. Pass over here. Shit.
I get around these niggas, they bad influence.
I'm
You know, I don't
good.
believe
You heard him say that out of his
Yeah,
mouth.
he's lying, bro. He's lying.
So we're getting close to the end of our time, but I want to talk briefly, a little bit first. Let's touch on hip hop real quick and why it's a genre that you guys ended up being drawn to, and why it's a genre you're practicing in right now.
You know, to be honest, I feel like, yeah, we do hip hop, but like that might be changing, and I'm like, I don't know if this truly is. So I'm like, I don't know. But the reason I feel like I got into music in general, like what you were saying earlier before we did the interview, like you're a songsmith.
Mm-hmm.
What was a songsmith again? You listen to stuff, but you don't.
Somebody who just connects emotionally with music. Fact of the day: songsmith, someone who connects emotionally with music.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like I'm a songsmith. So, but of course, being, I don't know, that's stereotypical saying I'm black when I listen to hip hop. But being raised as a black child, you know, like hip hop and all that stuff's around. So most of my music influence is of that sort. And definitely, I don't know, I mess with it. Like that's just what I've grown with.
Mm-hmm.
But as I gotten older, I like to try to listen to other things and like, I don't know, I just be like, damn, this is deep. Like I love it when people are like singing and you can like feel their heart like breaking. It's like beautiful to like go there with people. So I don't necessarily I don't know what genre we are. I feel like it's hip hop but like alternative. And that's the thing with labels. They fuck everything up like
Bro, we just
Acts.
make music. We just make music.
we just making
We just make
music.
music. That's our genre of music.
Pretty much.
Your genre is music.
It's music.
The thing about
I like
hip hop is though is that hip hop is probably like the most expansive genre. It's like it started out with to the hip hop hippie, and then hip hop turned into that. So like Run DMC, and now they're including rock with it, and then it moved from the stuff for like now it's like okay that's techno, and then you have Gnarls Barkley crazy, and it's like people can say that's hip hop, but it's like we don't know. And now we have you know what I'm saying. Kanye West, now he's talking like now it's not talking about regular hip hop stuff. Now he's talking about his mama and dropping out of college. It's like we keep on going. Now we have Lil Uzi Vert. Now he's singing, and it's like back in the day that wasn't hip hop. So now when we look at Lil Uzi Vert, like
It's
what
broad.
So
it's an expansive genre.
Back
In a
then, it
sense,
was like
we
you
are.
were a rapper and you sung in your hooks. It was kind of like weak.
Yeah.
But it's like now it's like you
Yeah.
singing in your hooks.
That
They're like,
shit
yeah, that's
tight.
me. That's
Yeah.
me.
That shit tight.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So
That shit
It's
tight.
like now you need a sing song. I remember when Waka Flocka was trash. I remember when Gucci Mane sounded retarded. You know what I'm saying? Now it's cool to sound like that. Now it's cool to sound a little retarded on your track. Hold up, I'm just saying the wrong
I
things
know.
now.
Use a
Wait, I'm
different.
sorry. I can't say retarded. Can we bleep out that word?
Sorry, we just
Hey,
one country, no offense at all.
No offense, but he said what he said. Bro.
Excuse me. All right, we're going.
You in the moment. You in the moment.
Remedial.
Oh,
That's
That's-
There we go.
it's like,
I guess I don't know what that means, but I think I
No,
know.
just sound like
bro.
you're
America's so sensitive. Bro.
Yeah.
just No, say what you do.
Yeah.
Retarded.
Niggas is so sensitive, bro. You can't say nothing nowadays.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a love hate thing with hip hop, especially for me as a woman, just for what I do.
Yeah.
You know, it's majority of men. So I love my brothers. You know.
That right there is a conversation.
That's yeah.
We're doing that. We're gonna have a women in hip hop interview. We're gonna talk
That's
about
so.
that.
Give me high five.
Please do
We need
it.
more of
Please.
that.
Yes, thank you.
Please do it.
Yes.
Yo,
We're gonna do it.
do that.
Shit, we might do it right after this.
Cause
Yeah,
they
fire.
just act like it's literally just like two people out there. I'm like, it's so many
Yeah.
female artists that rap right
It
now.
is.
Like y'all not what? Like
It's like
it's-
basketball.
men.
Like, why the hell is there a WNBCA? Don't they both jump? Don't they both run?
Yeah.
Don't they both? Aren't they both tall as shit? Like,
Mhm.
put them in the same
Mhm.
video.
Nah, I ain't with it.
What?
I ain't with that.
You gotta
And this is where we have to
restructure the
compromise,
rules
is you got
of
one
basketball
person
for it to be co-ed. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I feel like it should be like height and weight.
If people minds
should be
wasn't
height and weight.
so dirty, we could be able to play as men and women. Because I love basketball.
I love basketball, but I think it's a physical thing.
It's a physical thing because men made it, and men always think
I don't
it's
know.
physical. But it's really about technique.
But hold it, if you have the same height and weight of people in one league on a team, or if we did the height and weight leagues, how they do boxing, does it really matter?
That's like saying women should be boxing with men.
No, that's fighting.
You feel me? I ain't with it.
all I'm saying
But I'm
is
talking like a
Basketball,
mother.
you're not even supposed to touch each other. You know
You're
what I'm
not.
saying? That's
There
a
we go.
foul.
But it's still physical. though.
It's physical, but as long as you're not like, that's a foul. You touch the person, it's a foul. You know what I'm saying? You're not even
What,
supposed
but people gonna be like, man, what if I touch your boob?
Why?
Then it is what it is. I'm still about to make this 3-pointer on your ass.
why you worried about slapping the titty? You know what I'm saying? I'm making shots over here.
Mine, you can't get past.
Yeah. look at my ass and watch me
Yeah.
dunk on
You
you.
know
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying?
Like,
Yeah.
I see it.
'cause
I
love
see it.
basketball,
I see
but-
it. So let's hit on this because we're coming real close to the end of time now. Where are you guys headed as a group? What's the goal? What's the vision? What's the dream?
Man.
Future. Oh no, that's like nah.
She said
Oh,
Mars.
Future. There we
We're
go.
just doing all types of wrong things.
Future.
We're doing Nazi
Yeah.
science.
I was like, no,
this
this is.
We trying to box.
We're
men and
headed
women
to a
together.
non-discrimination class. That's what we're headed to.
I want all of us to win,
Yeah.
A win.
including you. I want all of us to
Appreciate
win.
that.
You feel me? Like, if we don't make it as a group, I still want you to be good, great. I still want you to be great. I still want you to be great.
I don't want you to succeed though.
I don't care.
Win.
I don't want you.
That's all
Take
good.
that back.
But
Not joking.
What?
the thing is for us, like, I want us to go far as possible. Like,
Mm-hmm.
tour
Oh,
overseas, here, the U.S., all that. Like, I really see this as a big ass fucking group.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best way I can really explain it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why not? We are 4 unique individuals,
Mhm.
and we're different. I've never seen a hip hop collective with 2 chicks,
That's true.
Facts.
2 chicks and 2
women,
dudes.
Facts.
2
Two-
women,
2 women.
and 2 men.
Okay.
Even better.
Okay. 2
Somebody
chicks
might
and
be
2
offended.
niggas. Okay.
2 chicks and 2 niggas.
Well,
right?
okay. My
2
yeah,
black
but
boys
you
and 2
know.
black girls.
To the children.
No.
And then
Yeah.
a DJ as well. So it's just like this
Mhm.
is unique already,
Yeah.
just as a
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Equal. We're about equality. Like,
Yeah,
Facts.
this basically is equality,
Yeah.
and it's like just for the younger generation of people watching us, they can be like, damn, we
Damn,
do the
you
same
got-
thing.
That's facts right there. For the younger
Yeah.
generation,
Yes.
you guys are most definitely one of the best role models that is out there. Most definitely.
Damn,
That's
thank you.
facts.
That means a lot.
As facts.
Damn.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
sometimes you
But
just
you-
outside looking in.
But I mean, look at it. Is men and women getting along as equals, working together to achieve the same goal?
Exactly.
Tell me,
Exactly.
tell me,
That's not what-
tell me that's not a role model
Yeah.
right
That's
there.
true.
That's how it should be.
That's true.
That's how it should be.
That's real.
Damn.
Damn.
And that's what you guys are doing.
This shit bigger than what we just thought about. This is bigger than us, bro.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, like,
it's really bigger than us.
damn, that's
Wow.
crazy.
You just opened me up.
Yeah, you did. You
Well,
just opened up something else. Like,
shout out.
yo,
Feel
Damn,
Oh, my
that's-
sister, 'cause she-
I'm gonna sit on. That's gonna sit
I'm
on
feeling
me
real
for a while.
emotional right now. I might shed it too.
Don't cry.
But just think
If
about
you
it
do.
though. Just think about it for as just a future ahead of time.
Yeah, you're right. New babies.
If
Yeah.
they can do that shit, we can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's real.
Hold on. What'd you say? I heard vegan babies. I know that's wrong. I'm
Yeah, it
like,
might be some
Speaking about
babies.
vegan babies,
Everybody
though.
vegan now.
My first child about to be vegan. Yo.
Cool.
think about kids
Turn 18,
already, huh?
chicken.
Think about kids.
Hear that,
man.
Tay?
Damn.
Not right now.
I should
Mm.
blank.
Not
I ain't
right
worried
now.
about
We gonna have some right now.
I ain't trying
Okay.
to be no auntie right now.
That's how they gonna fall out.
So the goal
blank,
The goal is to take it to the next level and to win. What defines winning for you guys? What does success look like?
Kids, the world, telling us, letting us know, and we knowing, we changed y'all for the better. More for us.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Not like that. Not like that. No.
No.
That was kind of ignorant. That was kind of arrogant. But no, like honestly, just really making a positive impact on people. Just really making
Positive
a,
impact.
a
Okay.
positive impact on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Changing people artistically, changing people mentally,
Mhm.
spiritually.
Mhm.
Like you want to change people on all levels. That's why we love listening to like Jay-Z because he can help us out financially. That's why we love
Mhm.
listening to like
Gucci Mane, too.
Gucci Mane. Who else? Like XXX. He helps us out emotionally. You know.
Yeah.
Freaking. You know, there's a lot of artists who like help us out in those areas. And it's like
Mm.
When
if
you're
we
going
hitting
through
them all.
something.
Michael Jackson,
not.
when
You know,
he was out. Yeah.
If we upgrading your mind, body, and spirit with this music, and it's transparent, then that's when we
Or-
just won.
Or even inspiring. Like
Yeah.
literally, I feel like somebody like get motivated to do something, or
Mhm.
or like, damn,
Mhm.
if I could just open my mind up a little bit more to like try this, like that's winning to me. Cause you're in somebody's mind, and, like helping them like see something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's deep. And I also think like winning to me is just basically having like just be able to express with other people and they like feel it. Like Like we're just vibing with each other. You feel my energy, I'm feeling yours. We're just passing it back and forth, and just like, I don't know. I feel like to even do that with like a couple of people
Most definitely.
is winning.
Most definitely.
Another thing is when is opportunities from this music stuff, opportunities to grow financially, socially, you know, everything.
Opportunities. Ron,
Opportunities.
what do you think?
True.
Winning for you?
Damn, they actually said it.
Right.
You know, opportunity financially. You know, we be able to do this a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah. Sign me up.
That right
Give
there.
me that.
Keep doing this
Yeah.
music. Yeah.
Just keep
And
doing
opportunity
Keep
to
making the
retire,
positive
too.
difference.
Yeah.
The opportunity to retire.
Retire.
Yeah.
Early, young too.
Yeah.
Real
45.
Yep.
Shout out
Niggas
retirement
85
plan.
in the booth, like, come on,
Come
right
on.
now, call me.
Shout out to Stone. Shout out Stone.
Call me right now, my
Shout out
shot.
Stone. Stone.
Shout out
So what I'm hearing is the winning for you guys is making that positive difference, inspiring someone, creating opportunities. Now I feel like AB, was there something else you wanted to add in, or are you pretty much on the same page?
Same page.
Same page.
What? Success? Success is bitches. No.
What?
You come get
No. Success is
so fun. No, I'm just playing.
I can't.
No. Everything. Yeah. Everything y'all said.
I feel that. I respect all that. All right, here's the last little bit.
Okay.
We wrapping it up.
It's good.
Real quick, we gonna fire this off. Some advice. What's some advice you give to people? People that want to be in a group, that want to do what you guys are doing, solo artists, just people who are living life. What's your guys' advice?
Damn, I feel like I could.
Love yourself.
Love yourself. We got it. Okay.
Make music because don't make music to get hot. Don't make music so you can trend. Don't make music because you want to impress your friend. Make music because it makes you a better person.
He's speaking true.
Make music.
AB?
If you're different and you feel like no one's listening to you, just keep doing your music and put it out. Put your music out.
Keep doing you till somebody fucks with you.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
I feel like I gave my advice about the whole shit. Redo. Trust in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
Trust
Trust in God.
There you
God.
go.
Trust in God.
Trust
Or the
in faith.
universe.
Or the
Or Allah.
universe.
Or whatever your
Or
you
your
subscribe to.
beliefs. No discrimination.
Follow your intuition.
Facts.
Damn.
All your intuition. Boom. I love it.
These
I
are
love
good.
it. I love it. So, we're at the end. This is where you guys get asked the question. What question do you want to ask your fans? We can go individually or we can go as a group.
We had time to think about this too.
Bro, I forgot.
I know. I was just like, answer questions. Okay,
Why do you like us?
There we go. AB, say that one more time.
Why do you like us?
All right. Ronnie, what you got? What's your question?
Just give me real quick. Let's give me.
No
give
worries.
Me
Yeah,
2
hold on.
seconds.
No worries.
Sing a
POG?
song while we think.
When you see us individually or as a collective, what do you see?
What do you see in Mahogany 4, part of God? Love it.
You know,
Lofty?
I would just love feedback. I would love, I guess it's not even a question, more like something that could help us like know our audience and stuff more, see like the kind of things you guys go through, or just like understanding like our audience, you know. I just feel like feedback is like what I would want. That's a statement. But that's how I answer that question.
I'm kind of feeling like you're asking, what are your struggles? Or what are you struggling with?
What am I struggling with?
Is that
I'm asking
accurate
that,
to your
or
question?
even just like, I don't know, how do you guys feel about that? Like, yeah, criticism. I just want to see it.
What you guys
I want to see the
critique?
good, the bad, the nasty, the ugly, and just take it in and be like, okay, they probably said this stuff because of that, you know?
I got you. I like it. Ronnie?
Alright, so what do you guys want to see next? Y'all want to see a video,
There you
some
go.
singles, an
What do you want
EP,
next?
a full body of work? Like what y'all trying to? Y'all trying to see like a Mahogany 4 show? Like
Yeah.
what y'all want to see next?
I love it. I love it. That concludes our time with Mahogany 4 on Indie Interviews. Today we had Lofty.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
We had Ronnie.
Yeah, you already know.
We had AB. And we had POG, part of God.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And that concludes Indie Interviews with Mahogany 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.